In May 2019, an anonymous post appeared on the message board for Chan on its X paranormal board. The post asked users to share images that just feel off. Included was a photo of a large room, yellowish walls, low carpeted floor, fluorescent lights humming overhead. A reply under that post offered the first known description of what would be called the backrooms. A place entered when someone knocklubs out of reality into a space filled with endless rooms, yellow walls, damp carpet, and buzzing lights. From that moment, the idea spread. People began sharing the image and the short story version of the backrooms on forums, blogs, and social media. What began as a small post turned into something many users referenced as a weird possibility. This part of the documentary focuses on how the backrooms concept first appeared, the image, the post, and how a simple thread became the seed for a growing web-myth. After the first backrooms post spread online, people began connecting it to a style of photography already gaining attention: liminal spaces. These are places that look normal but feel slightly wrong. Examples include an empty school hallway at night, a closed shopping mall, or a silent office floor with all the lights still on. Photos of these places created the same quiet discomfort as the original backrooms image. Nothing dangerous is visible, but the emptiness feels unusual. Many viewers described it as a sense of being in a familiar location at the wrong time. Because of this, liminal images quickly became linked to the backrooms idea across Reddit, Tumblr, and Twitter. Psychologists who study visual perception say that these reactions often come from the way our brains expect activity in certain environments. A mall should have people. A hallway should have movement. When these places are empty, the brain treats that emptiness as something that doesn't fit. This reaction made the backrooms concept stronger because it matched the same emotional response. As more people discovered these images, they began building collections, editing photos, and sharing real-world examples that looked close to the backrooms. The idea moved from a single 4chan thread to a broader discussion about spaces that feel in between, not fully abandoned, but not alive either. This part of the documentary explains how the backrooms became connected to liminal spaces, and how real photos from everyday locations helped the concept become more believable and more widely shared. As the backrooms idea spread through images and short texts, it took a major turn when a young filmmaker named Kane Parsons uploaded a found footage style video in January 2022. The video showed a camera operator falling through the floor during a shoot and landing inside a maze of yellow rooms that looked almost identical to the first backrooms photo. The footage felt raw and unpolished. The camera shook, the lighting flickered, and the hallway stretched far into the distance. The video didn't use explanations or narration. It relied only on the environment to create tension. This simple approach made it feel like something recorded accidentally, not produced. Within days, the video spread across YouTube, Reddit, and TikTok. People reacted to the realism. The low ceilings, carpet stains, buzzing lights, and endless corridors looked believable. Viewers began discussing whether the location was real, how it was filmed, and whether any actual place matched those rooms. More videos followed. Parsons released additional chapters, each expanding the world with new areas, sound design, and subtle details. This helped define how the backrooms looked in motion, not just in photos. Other creators used his style as a template, producing their own versions that added new rooms, colors, and layouts. This section of the documentary focuses on how one short video transformed the backrooms from a static idea into a visual world. It shows how the found footage style made the concept feel more real, and why many people started searching for real locations that resembled what they saw on screen. After the backrooms videos gained attention, people began pointing to real buildings that looked almost identical to the fictional rooms. Many urban explorers were already filming abandoned malls, underground service corridors, and empty office spaces long before the backrooms went viral. Now, viewers started comparing those real places to the yellow maze from the internet. Some of these buildings had long hallways with repeating lights and plain walls. Others were empty floors inside large office complexes where companies had moved out years ago. The lack of furniture and the sound of fluorescent lights made these areas feel strangely similar to the Backrooms layout. Explorers uploaded footage showing carpeted rooms with stains, peeling wallpaper, and disconnected wiring. These were not created for videos. They were real locations left untouched after shutdowns or renovations. Viewers commented that these spaces matched the Backrooms look more accurately than any CGI or game version. Abandoned retail centers also played a role. Several malls in North America closed after losing major stores, leaving behind large sections with bright lights but no people. When these spaces were filmed, the echoes, long corridors, and empty storefronts created the same unsettling atmosphere that defined the Backrooms concept. This part of the documentary focuses on these real-world sites and explains how ordinary buildings can unintentionally resemble a fictional environment. It also shows how urban exploration footage helps strengthen the belief that real backrooms might exist somewhere. Even though each location had a simple explanation, it was just an unused space with no activity. As the backrooms continued to spread, it moved far beyond message boards and short videos. It became a full cultural idea that people used in games, short films, artwork, and even commercial productions. What started as one photo and one message turned into a shared online world that thousands of creators contributed to. Game developers built fan-made backrooms levels with different layouts, lighting, and sounds. Players explored long corridors, hidden rooms, storage areas, and basement-like spaces, each version slightly different from the last. These games helped define new levels and expanded the idea into a wider universe made by the community. Film studios also took interest. Kane Parsons, the creator of the viral Backrooms videos, was approached for a feature film project with A24, one of the most well-known production companies in the independent film world. This announcement showed how far the Backrooms had traveled, from an anonymous forum post to a professional film backed by a major studio. On social media, people began using the Backrooms as a template for their own creativity. Some posted real-life locations that looked similar. Others wrote short stories or made edits that connected everyday spaces to the Backrooms idea. The concept became a flexible tool, something anyone could adapt in their own way without needing an official version. This section of the documentary looks at how an online idea becomes real when thousands of people treat it as a shared project. The Backrooms did not become real as a physical place, but it became real as a cultural space shaped by videos, games, and community imagination.